So let's talk about what is business analysis. We have mentioned the role of the BA. We've also talked about the role of project managers. And there's a clear difference between the two in large organizations, medium to large organizations. I think in very small organizations, the role will overlap. The reason they overlap is that you don't really need this kind of handover in the functions when it's only one person that is handling the whole effort, right? When you have a large organization, the BAs design or develop what the solution should be, and they come up with a list of requirements to satisfy a business need, and then the PM executes, all right? The PM will execute on that. So BA is the business analysis, is the practice of enabling change. And I want you to specifically remember this. BAs enable change in an enterprise. You know, we use the term I effect change. Those who effect change are considered more capable than others. In an interview, it's a nice phrase to use. I've effected change to address circumstances or needs in the organization or to address problems. So BAs, that's what they do. They enable change in an organization by figuring out the needs from the stakeholders, analyzing those needs, and then recommending solutions that will deliver good value to stakeholders. We're not recommending solutions because they're cheap. We're recommending solutions because they deliver value. Now, they can still be cheap if we have limitation on money. If you tell me I need a solution and all I have is $10, then I need to find you the best possible solution for $10, right? I think KFC will do the job at that point. So it's how much you have. You say, I need dinner and I have $100. Oh, I have some recommendations. I need an enterprise system, but all we want to spend is $10,000. I can find you something within $10,000. But tell me why you have this need. Tell me what is important to you. Tell me what problems you want to address. Tell me a few things, and I will go and find one that works within our constraints, in our context, that addresses the need of most of the people inside this organization, and it will be of the best or optimal value. The word optimal here meaning best possible solution for what we can afford. Okay, so it's not always the best. It is the best that we can afford. All right, so that's how BAs think. PMs are not like that. PMs, you give them the scope. You say, this is what I want to do. This is your budget. See, PMs get told the budget and they execute predefined scope with that amount. BAs sometimes will come up with the solution, what should be implemented, and how much it will cost, which, is the business case. And the business case says, we want to do this, it will cost this much, these are the benefits, these are the risks that we see, and this is the implementation milestones. Not that we are going to implement it. The team that will implement it could be development, could be an external contractor, could be a vendor, could be your project management team. But this is the scope of what should be implemented. These are the requirements that will satisfy the collective needs of our stakeholders based on the elicitation that I did, the requirements gathering that I did. The elicitation that I did is tied to is coming from the stakeholders who are relevant and connected to the need that you gave me. You gave me a need. You said you wanted something done. Like we have 5 locations, but they don't feel integrated. Like everyone keeps their own separate data. We need a way for us to work with unified data. And then I say, why do you need that? Now, the boss could simply say, none of your business, just go figure out how to do it. Or they could explain why it's important for them strategically. The more they tell you the strategic values of this need or why they want it, the more you're able to find them a solution and deal with potential changes as you develop it and as you go into the implementation phase. Because I could make changes that affect the outcome if I don't really know what you want. I could do things that defeat the purpose if I don't know what was your intention. So I need to hear your need. I need to hear the intention of why this needs to be addressed. What are you looking for a spectrum on the outcome? And then find you something that fits that. Okay, so that's what BAs do. They bring about good change. They can do it at the strategic level, which is where I like to work. And they could do it at the tactical level. So IT people sometimes, that is tactical. So that's what we do as BAs. We need to deliver good value to our stakeholders within the constraints that we're given. And as I mentioned, I can do it on a strategic level, which most BAs don't know that, you could go to strategy. Who says I cannot? It doesn't mean I have to develop the strategy for you, but it could mean that I am developing a solution that is strategically important to you. So, for example, you want to open new offices or you want to have an entry into the Singapore market. A BA can do that. Who says they cannot do that? Who says it has to be just IT, ERP, CRMs, automation? Why couldn't I develop a solution for you to get into Singapore? I can do that. Tell me the need. Tell me why it's important. I will identify related stakeholders. I will meet with them. I'll get their requirements, what they feel is really important. And in the end, I will figure that we need a headquarter there. We need an office. We need some staff. And we need the following functions. And these are the services we can provide. Because if you tell me why you want to be there, then, I can eventually, from interviewing and maybe reviewing other information, figure out what is important to us strategically in Singapore. And then I can lay out the plans. Yes, we can do that. You may think this is not you, but it is you. The people who do it are not like, they're not like special people gifted by God. There's no such thing. We are capable of anything that we have time to investigate. There's nothing we cannot really do. You can do in any field, in any domain. It's like detective work. Tell me what you want, branch out to your stakeholders, meet with stakeholders, understand limitations, needs. Mind you, there's one trick here. If you are not an expert in that domain, then bring on an expert. See, the larger the initiative, the more the chances you can bring an expert into it, a subject matter expert, a technical subject matter expert. That means I can do a lot more than what I already know. Right? I know the process of how we do business analysis. All I need is a technical expert by my side to dig into technical details. But if I have to be the technical expert, then yes, I can only work in a few fields. All right. So your power is in your ability to bring on a technical expert on your team for things that you are not a technical expert. Right? Don't let your technical expertise limit what you can do. If they ever ask you if you can do a specific task, if you feel, the first answer is yes, okay, and then you can think about it. So they say, yes, but I will need access to 1 or 2 technical resources. Okay? I can deliver and I can drive this and I can give you the solution, but I need a couple of technical resources, or 1 or 2, depending, right? Now, if it is in your domain, fine, but it's better that you're not the technical expert, at least from delivering, large-scale solutions. Small ones, you don't need a technical expert, all right? See, even when you're making tea, when you make it for yourself, it's different than if you have to do it for a large event. For a large event, you need someone who's experienced in tea and coffee, a barista, they call them, but someone who has managed such things so that you can deliver across a large-scale group, right? So even simple things like that, you may need a technical expert when the project becomes a bigger thing, all right? So I would never say no to an initiative. I always say yes, but this is what I need for a team. Okay, I will deliver it for you. You can trust that. Just give me the resources that I need and we'll get it done. But I will drive it to the end. So I'm the one who's going to deliver that business case or BRD, depending on what it is that you want. But these are the things I need. Okay, so never say no. Anyways, we will recommend a solution to deliver value to the stakeholders. The solution will be implemented by the PMs or the development team. That's how it works. You could also do it on operational initiatives. So business process is really operational. Even opening a new office in Shanghai, and that's operational. It's strategic also at the same time, but it becomes operational at some point. Tactical is most IT work is tactical that we do. It can be used, business analysis, to understand how we perform right now. If I want to know our current state, there are three things I look at: people, process, tools. People, process, tools. Okay, I need to know who we are, our skill set, the number of people we have, the different functions we serve, which processes we use. Are they effective, not effective? Do they give results? Which tools are available to us, which could be, databases, knowledge bases, and so on. And then once I analyze that, along with money, business rules, policies, we'll cover that in strategy. Then I know how strong we are. Then I can tell you where the gaps are potentially from where we should be. If we want to be there, these are the gaps we have to fill. What risk could we face? So we can assess our current state. We can define a future state and how to fill that gap in business analysis. We can also do it in a different array. It's actually 5 perspectives, like agile, business intelligence, IT, business architecture, business process management. We work in different domains. Doesn't mean if you're in IT right now that you cannot be a business analyst in a hospital. You could go to a hospital and become the business analyst. And it doesn't have to be just IT at the hospital. All right? You could be responsible for the new layout for the emergency room. And now you're going to say, well, I'm not an experienced emergency room person. Well, there are people who have that, and they can probably drive it. But what they're doing is business analysis. All right? Because they need to analyze the business need and come up with the proper solution. Anyways, just feel like you have wings without drinking Red Bull. All right? You can do a lot more than you imagined. So who's a business analyst? Anyone who does all the things that I just talked about. But book-wise, discovering, synthesizing, analyzing information from a variety of resources. If you don't go and extract information from different sources, then you're really not a BA, because a BA has to analyze. That's their job. They question things. They inquire. They probe into details. They validate information. They don't take things for granted. You're a detective in a way. That's what a business analyst is. They use different tools or processes. That's why IAB puts them in the bad book. They want you to know these things because they help you. You elicit the actual needs of stakeholders, right? When we say elicit the actual needs of the stakeholders, it means don't just take it for surface value, right? If I said I need to access my email, it's really not, it may not be the real thing that I need. It could be I need to make sure I don't miss an important message coming to me. When people say I need access to Wi-Fi, you don't need access to Wi-Fi for the sake of accessing Wi-Fi. You need it for a reason. What is it that you need it for? And what if I could give you whatever you're looking for without this Wi-Fi? Would that do? So a BA tries to understand the true need, not the, not always the stated need, the unstated need, right? And translate that into a documented requirement, right? That's what we have to do. We need to understand why they need these things, underlying issues, concerns that they have, and then make sure we develop solutions that are aligned with these concerns that they have. So that means the BA needs to be someone with a conscience, someone who really takes time to listen and not put words in people's mouth, because I've seen BAs that do that. They sit with the business user or business manager. They think they know more and they don't want to listen, and they just want to immediately tell that person what the solution is. Just listen to what the person wants first. Give them time, right? Let them explain what they want. Let them tell you why they need these things. Don't ask as if you're an expert, technically. Ask as if you are an investigator. Pretend you do not know, even if you know, and ask them, why do you need it? Have you seen anything like this? What would be the benefits of having that? How different would it be from what you have right now? You don't need to be an expert to ask these types of generic questions. You can ask these things. Let it be open-ended questions. Let them answer those. Don't ask closed-ended questions. Oh, would you like this speed or that speed? Well, why should I be an expert in the technical aspect? I don't need to be the expert. Maybe my development team is the expert, or maybe some technical person is there. When needed, I will bring them to the meeting. They will help me ask those questions. I just need to be a business analyst. The word business is different from system analyst, because there are system analysts. There's a business analyst, there's a system analyst, there's a developer. I am not a developer, I'm not a system analyst. I am a business analyst. That means I analyze what the business wants and I speak business language. So you tell me business-wise why this is important to you, and I will take your business needs and I'll convert those to requirements and I'll give it to the technical team where you don't have to be technical, the business user. I will translate between the technical team and you so that you get the information you need and they get the information they need. That's what a business analyst is. And I will make sure that the solution fits your needs. But if I don't listen to you business-wise and I'm only listening to you technical-wise, then I will misread what you're looking for. Okay? I will not understand you because I want you to tell me technically what you want. Maybe that business user can't tell you what they want technically. They can only tell you what they want business-wise. Right? They can only tell you, I want this outcome. Somehow I need, for example, a transaction to take less time. All right? How much less time? I don't know, half the time. All right. Do you want the system to operate with this platform? I don't understand platforms. Just give me a system that gives me the transaction in half the time. Right? That's all they should give you. And now you would claim as a BA that your business users or stakeholders are not giving you proper requirements. You're wrong. They did give you. They told you their business requirement. It's your job to figure it out. It's not their job. They don't need to tell you what needs to be done. They need to tell you the outcome they're looking for. Now, if they don't know the outcome they're looking for, it is still your job to figure that out, believe it or not. You need to sit with them and use visuals, Photoshops. Tell them, is this what you're looking for? That ignites thinking when they cannot think. You need to be creative at extracting information from them. So any failure is really yours. You can never blame it on the organization. I have to tell you that. You can never blame it on them. You're the BA. You are accountable, meaning you will be blamed if you fail. You're accountable to know what you think they should be telling you. When you can't get it out of them, you failed. They did not fail you. You failed. Okay? I don't want you to feel down, all right? But it's your responsibility to overcome challenges. They definitely need something when they ask you. They don't always have a proper explanation for it. They just tell you, I have this need, okay? And you need to figure it out. That's your job. And you know what? That's what makes business analysis more interesting. When you know you're the one who's tasked with figuring things out, that makes it a lot more interesting than someone who's been given 38 tasks to go and do. Yeah, go do this. You know, that's not really a good feeling. Go get these things done. No, you're not allowed to think. You just go do it. You know, I don't want that. I want to be the one who thinks. So I would like to get myself in, you know, I wiggle inside the organization to get to that. To the point where people come to me as the solution maker.